A Boy Scouts program out of Clay County is looking to serve both boys and girls of the area. This comes as the Boy Scouts of America pushes policies to become more inclusive.
Demetrius Sanders is live in our newsroom this afternoon. He spoke to a family involved in a newly formed co-ed Boy Scouts program. He joins us now with why they say this program is having such an impact on young lives. Demetrius.
Mike Sadie, in October of 2017, it was announced that the Boy Scouts of America would allow girls to join the Cub Scouts and earn the highest ranking of Eagle Scout. And as girls are joining the Boy Scouts across the country, a local organization is using these new policies to introduce an older program to Clay County. Over the past 2 years, the Boy Scouts of America have made changes to its program which have made the organization more inclusive. But before girls were allowed to become members of the Cub Scouts and what is now called Scouts BSA, there were other opportunities available for girls to participate.
A lot of people don't know is we offer venturing and exploring in STEM, and girls have that has always been co-ed.
Although it's been a part of the Boy Scouts program, a co-ed venturing crew had not been formed in Clay County. That changed in June of this year when Venture Crew 101 was formed.
Vigo County had a crew already, and they were starting to see some of that integration already occur with females in Scouts BSA. With Clay County, there hadn't been any of that yet.
Christina's daughter Faith was formerly a member of Girl Scouts, but joined Crew 101 after she said since a young age she was more interested in the activities that Boy Scouts participated in.
In Girl Scouts, you didn't do much outside, and then we kind of just died out. And I was over here a lot, so I pretty much just did everything anyway.
Xander Carrico is the leader of Troop 101, the Boy Scouts program that is considered the assembling crew of the newly formed Crew 101. He says that he hasn't seen any negatives from adding programming for girls.
I think it's the same program, just inclusive, because we didn't really change anything except for a couple of pictures in the book.
And Christina Carrico says since the creation of Crew 101, she has seen how it impacts the lives of the girls involved.
I have girls that are part of this program now that are not as shy, they're not as timid, they are happy to be outdoors. You can see a huge change in their lives.
Members of Crew 101 take part in camping and other outdoor activities, and right now there are currently 9 members of this crew. Mike?
Interesting. How can others get involved?
Well, Mike, Saturday at 11, Crew 101 will host a zombie fun run at the Vigo County Conservation Club, and Carrico says if you're interested, that will be a good time to see the crew in action. And you can also visit our website at mywabashvalley.com for other ways to sign up.
All right. Thank you, Demetrius, for that report.